The Future of the Mind by Michio Kaku. Read by Feodor.
Introduction. The two greatest mysteries in all of nature are the mind and the universe. With our vast technology, we've been able to photograph galaxies billions of light years away, manipulate the genes that control life, and probe the inner sanctum of the atom. But the mind and the universe still elude and tantalize us. They are the most mysterious and fascinating frontiers known to science. If you want to appreciate the majesty of the universe, just turn your gaze to the heavens at night, ablaze with billions of stars. Ever since our ancestors first gasped at the splendor of the starry sky, we've been puzzled over these eternal questions. Where did it all come from? What does it all mean? To witness the mystery of our mind, all we have to do is stare at ourselves in a mirror and wonder what lurks behind our eyes. This raises haunting questions like, do we have a soul? What happens to us after we die? Who am I anyway? And most important, this brings us to the ultimate question, where do we fit into this great cosmic scheme? As the great Victorian biologist Thomas Huxley once said, the question of all questions for humanity, the problem which lies behind all others and is more interesting than any of them, is that of the determination of man's place in nature and his relation to the cosmos. There are 100 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy, roughly the same as the number of neurons in our brain. You have to travel 24 trillion miles to the first star outside our solar system to find an object as complex as what is sitting on your shoulders. The mind and the universe pose the greatest scientific challenge of all, but they also share a curious relationship. On one hand, they are polar opposites. One is concerned with the vastness of outer space, where we encounter strange denizens like black holes, exploding stars, and colliding galaxies. The other is concerned with inner space, where we find our most intimate and private hopes and desires. The mind is no farther than our next thought, yet we are often clueless when asked to articulate and explain it. But although they may be opposites in this respect, they also have a common history and narrative. Both were shrouded in superstition and magic since time immemorial. Astrologers and phrenologists claim to find the meaning of the universe in every constellation of the zodiac and in every bump on your head. Meanwhile, mind readers and seers have been alternately celebrated and vilified over the years. The universe and the mind continue to intersect in a variety of ways, thanks in no small part to some of the eye-opening ideas we often encounter in science fiction. Reading these books as a child, I would daydream about being a member of the Slan, a race of telepaths created by A.E. Van Vogt. I marveled at how a mutant called the Mule could unleash his vast telepathic powers and nearly seize control of the galactic empire in Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy. And in the movie Forbidden Planet, I wondered how an advanced civilization millions of years beyond ours could channel its enormous telekinetic powers to reshape reality to its whims and wishes. Then, when I was about 10, the amazing Dunninger appeared on TV. He would dazzle his audience with his spectacular magic tricks. His motto was, "For those who believe, no explanation is necessary. For those who do not believe, no explanation will suffice." One day he declared that he would send his thoughts to millions of people throughout the country. He closed his eyes and began to concentrate, stating that he was beaming the name of a president of the United States. He asked people to write down the name that popped into their heads on a postcard and mail it in. The next week, he announced triumphantly that thousands of postcards had come pouring in with the name Roosevelt, the very name he was beaming across.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?